Yeah, why not? Take a shot on Paul Skeens to win that Cy Young Award. He was once plus 2,000 to win National League Rookie of the Year. I wish I would have jumped on that because after today's 7-inning no-hitter against Milwaukee, he is minus 700 to win the award right now. So I'm not missing out on another chance to bet on Paul Skeens for an award that he could potentially win. I mean, if you look what he did in the Rookie of the Year market, just totally shifted that. It wouldn't be surprising if he did the same thing in the Cy Young Award market. Make no mistake about it, is a long shot, even though he is pitching, fantastic right now. Zach Wheeler and Chris Sale are the favorites in the National League right now, and they've been fantastic. And they also have a lot more innings than he does this season. But since Skeens has taken the mound this year, since he made his debut, he is the best pitcher in baseball. That was on May 11th. He's thrown 66.1 innings since then, allowed just 48 hits, 89 strikeouts with a 1.9 ERA. So he has obviously put up the numbers to win this award. And if he had a full season under his belt, he would probably be the favorite right now. So while Wheeler and Sale are going to post big numbers, I expect them to continue to pitch well in the second half here. Skeens has really taken over baseball. So that fact alone, I'm not missing out on another chance to bet him to win an award that he could totally shift a market for. Yeah, so taking away tonight's game, heading into it, there were 68 games remaining. The Yankees have to win 50. The Yankees have 56 wins right now, so to reach 97, they need to win 41 more baseball games. So that means over their final 68, they need to go 41-27. Now that's a 600 winning percentage. Very doable considering they've won 59% of their games so far, and that's with a massive slide over the past month. But when you really dissect the New York Yankees, it's not a great lineup. Without Stanton and without Rizzo, they're struggling right now. Rizzo's on the 60-day injured list. Stanton should be back in August, early August. But if Judge and Soto don't hit every single day, the lineup is not in great shape. Austin Wells is a 210 hitter. Gleyber Torres, 224 hitter right now. DJ LeMahieu, he forgot how to hit a baseball. All he does is ground into double plays. I bet on the Yankees a few times over the past couple of weeks, so I've been watching them a little more heavily. All he does is ground into double plays. And then when it comes to pitching, I do think Garrett Cole is going to improve, but he is not the same pitcher, obviously, that we saw last season. The injury is still bugging him. He hasn't been that same guy coming back. Luis Gil's come back to earth a little bit, and the rest of the rotation is relatively average there. So early in the season, the Yankees didn't hit a lot of adversity. Now they're starting to hit it. How are they going to react? We know based on past results that Aaron Boone teams do not react well to adversity here. So I do think they're going to hit another slide. I think they're going to rebound after the break, but there's bound to be another slide in August and in September. So I just can't get behind this team to go over. I'm getting plus money on the under right now, this number, and I will gladly take it, especially if they did lose tonight. Yep, so I would make two bets for this. I would take Pete Alonso to win at plus 300, plus 330, depending on where you can get it, and then Gunnar Henderson for 5-1 to 6-1, depending on the book that you're playing it. But if you're not betting on Pete Alonso, first off, there is an issue here. This is a situation where the chalk is never a bad bet. He deadlifts before going out for his home run derby at bats. He is a psychopath when it comes to this event, and he's a two-time champion. And from what I've seen, he wants to go out and win the home run derby more than he wants to win on a daily basis. So from that fact alone, Pete Alonso, not a bad bet here. However, if you're looking for a little more value at the bottom of the board, I'd check out Gunnar Henderson. Every player on this list has power, but stamina is the most important factor. And Henderson is built like a champion, 6'3", 220 pounds. Pete Alonso does have 25 more pounds on him, which can be helpful in those late rounds, getting the ball out of the yard. But Henderson's got a lot of value here. He's third in baseball in homers. That similar beat build to Pete Alonso is something to look at too. And then motivation is also something you need to take into account when you're betting on the home run derby. He's not jaded. This is going to be the first home run derby for him. He wants to be in this event, and that's half the battle. I mean, Major League Baseball has had a hard time getting guys to come to the derby, outside of Pete Alonso, who, again, deadlifts before his at-bats. So motivation is something to look at. I think Gunnar Henderson's going to have plenty of it. And for 5-1 to 6-1, definitely a solid bet. Yeah, Midwest to the West still doesn't matter to me. Take the Twins in the spot for a very good price of minus 135. And also, I see this line moving more in favor of Minnesota as we go through the night and into the game tomorrow. So get it now, get it while you can. Twins are playing really good baseball right now. They've won 4 of their past 5 games. They've won 6 straight series. I think they're going to finish the first half strong in San Francisco, and it all starts with Joe Ryan on the mound. Ryan's got a 2.78 ERA on the road this season. He struck out 60 batters in 55 road innings. And my favorite stat here, which a lot of pitchers can't say this, he has a 220 opponent batting average in the past 30 days. So he's been very good in the last month. He's also from San Francisco. I don't know how much that makes a difference, but it's a fun fact to know. He's probably going to be pitching in front of a lot of family here, so look for him to turn it up even more. Kyle Harrison's going to go for the Giants, and he really hasn't been as dominant by any means. Got a 4.24 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP over 80 innings. He's not an elite strikeout pitcher. He does tend to struggle with walks here and there. And he's coming off a really bad start against the Cleveland Guardians, where he allowed 4 runs in 3.1 innings on 4 hits and 4 walks. The Twins' offense has been getting going as of late. I see them having another big offensive day, which has really been the catalyst behind their winning streak so far and how they've won 6 straight series. And it's going to help getting a good start from Ryan. So shouldn't put too much pressure on the offense. I think they can come out, play loose, and find a way to win this game. Again, very fair price. Yeah, they've been bad at home. The Mariners' offense hasn't been good. We have 2 really strong pitchers on the mound here. I'm surprised we're getting an 8.5 run total earlier tonight. Obviously, by the graphic, it's down to 8 there, but this is going to continue to go down. It wouldn't surprise me if you're getting under 7.5 by first pitch here. Pitchers on the mound, as I was saying, Brian Woo's been fantastic when he has been in the rotation. In one with a 1.77 ERA and a 0.69 WHIP in 40.2 innings. That's fantastic. I mean, words can't describe how good that WHIP is. The strikeouts haven't necessarily been there, but he's keeping the ball in the yard. He limits his walks and he locates, and that's all you really need to do as a starting pitcher. We're so used to these, strikeout pitchers in today's world that might give up the long ball, but they're, getting swings and misses. If you just keep the ball in the yard and let batters put it on the ground, you're going to be in good shape, and that's what Woo does. Tyler Anderson's been really good in April and May. June wasn't necessarily his best work, but he's still 8-8 on the season with a 2.81 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. The 8 wins on the season is notable to me because the Angels don't have a great offense, so he's gone out there and consistently given his team a chance to win, coming off an 8-inning, 3-hit performance where he struck out 10 against the Cubs at Wrigley Field. When it comes to the offenses, the Mariners have the worst average in baseball. The Angels are 20th in baseball. Each team is in the middle of baseball when it comes to home runs, but I think the offenses are going to come up short here because of the elite pitching.